Hello once again. Yes, it was a pretty dominant performance we saw last night by Sergey Kovalev, the Crusher. He stopped Anthony Yarde, of course, in the 11th round, and before that he had one scary moment when he was hurt in round 8, and it didn't look so good for him, but he managed to come back and pull himself together, and it just proves that how much of an injustice it was. And like people that said, like when he lost, I mean when he was fouled by Andre Ward in their second fight. Everybody said, "Oh, but he was already gone anyway. He would have been, stopped." But no, you saw this last night. Ward did not hurt him any worse than Yarde did. And in that fight too, Kovalev was on his feet still. When he was fouled, he was low blowed, and then he couldn't go on just because he was low blowed, not because he was so hurt. You idiots, whoever says such stuff is just a biased fucking moron. I mean, come on, Andre Ward, like he's some huge, big concussive puncher. He's never been that. But anyway, Yarde was surprisingly inactive last night, and it was a big disappointment. I can imagine, especially to British fans, but also to everyone that was like interested in seeing how much he's got in him. And except for the 8th round, he didn't really show much, and that was both disappointing and a surprise also. But you can perhaps you did notice that the way he is built, like he's very muscular, and I think that may be his biggest problem, because he just seemed to kind of get tired, and after he had Kovalev in trouble in the 8th, after that he kind of didn't really follow up. He was as if he was struggling, just as if he was just interested in making it till the final bell. Like perhaps he thought if he did too much that he would tire, he would gas, and that's pretty much what happened. I mean, he was hit so much by Kovalev throughout the fight that in the end it didn't matter really. The end was imminent, and the Kovalev just kind of dropped him, knocked him out with like a jab, more or less, just, and that was enough, because he had been hit so much before that. Yarde. So Yarde, yeah, one big letdown, like except for that one round, and except for that round, that's the only round that I gave Yarde. There were a couple rounds in the first 7 that were kind of close. You could argue that they were either even rounds, or maybe one of them could have been given to Yarde. I think that was around 6 or 7, I don't remember. But the rest was all about Sergey Kovalev, and it's obvious. First of all, he has the new trainer, Buddy McGirt, has done him good. That's one thing, and the second is that he has learned to kind of box and pace himself, and not just attack and try to score a knockout, because he did a lot of boxing last night, and I was glad to see that, because of course he was aggressive, but he didn't just go out there to trade and to knock the guy out. So you know, it was just good for us who are fans of him as a fighter anyway to see that he still has what it takes, for now anyway, to stay a big time player in this division. And as for Yard, this was a quite brutal lesson for him, but at least he now knows what to do and what not to do. That he should do what Anthony Joshua has done recently, and that is to tone down his musculature, his muscle, to decrease his muscle size, because he will always struggle with the stamina when he has such a dense build, densely muscular. And so it doesn't matter how tall you are. I guess it's the same for everyone who is very muscular. Yes. So what should Kovalev do now? Well, of course, I would really love to see him fight either one of these three guys: Beterbiev, who is still undefeated, a champion. Then we have Gvozdyk, also undefeated and a champion, and Bivol, a third undefeated. So there are three undefeated champions who are waiting to show themselves against Kovalev. So, but what is the best fight for him to take? The safest, maybe. Well, I don't know. I don't think any of them are really safe for him, because Beterbiev is a really dangerous, of course, puncher. He's got other skills as well, other attributes. Gvozdyk is he's maybe not unbeatable for Kovalev, but he's quite a lot younger and far less mileage on him, and he's also a big puncher and all that. And then there is Bivol, who is a really good boxer. He's a really good technician, but he also can knock Kovalev out as well. And then there are a few other names like, Badu Jack. Now that Marcus Brown has lost to Jean Pascal, I guess he's off the list for now, but he can be a potential future opponent. Yeah, why not? Then there are a few lesser names such as Sullivan Barrera, Joe Smith Jr., and those guys, So, of course, Eleider Alvarez is also a possibility to have a rubber match. Of course, why not? I think maybe somebody will perhaps push for it, but maybe it won't be so bad. I mean, to see that Kovalev gets the chance to prove that he is really the better fighter, that he just kind of slipped in the first fight and got caught, and so that I believe that he is really the better fighter. It's just that those things happen, guys get caught, they get a little too cocky and confident, and thinking, oh, this guy can't hurt me, he can do nothing. Then the other guy just happens to land the right punch, and that's all. That's all false. And for Yard, well, he should definitely go back to fighting for now, at least some kind of well, not world class opponents perhaps, but he needs to go back to the drawing board. And because in the first 4 rounds he did absolutely nothing. I mean, I hate fighters who do that. Like, they just wait for the middle rounds to do something, to start throwing and engaging. That's not the way to win either a fight or a boxing crowd or fan base. That's not the way you do it. So that's about it, I guess. Until the next time, see you, bye bye.